Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today we're going to be doing stages 95 to 98 of the Fanhome release of Bulkhead from Knight Rider. And as you can see, even though I've got the car together here, we are still just working on the outer shell, the outer body of the car. We're going to be putting the headlining in, and we're going to be starting on the back panel where the brake lights are, which does mean we do have to detach some lights from the back of the vehicle. All of that's in here. I did have a quick look through because I'm getting to that stage where I'm thinking we're going to have to piece this together, so that's going to be exciting when we do that. I wonder if that's going to be in the next pack. We'll have to see. If you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link down here to the Fanhome website. There's also a QR code on the screen that you can scan. If you use that promotion code as well, it just says that you've come from the World of Wayne site. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, this is all going to start in stage 95, and here's the magazine. Let's have a look through the magazine. Looking like this. Now, I have already separated the car now, so I've only just got the bodywork on top now. We're going to be putting another pillar in, and we've got a bit more trim to put in here as well. Pretty much continuing what we did in the last pack. So getting these bits together and then putting that into the car here, so it's looking just like that. And there's the rest of the magazine. So here's all the parts for this. Let's get these out. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting a towel down because my partwork upgrade mats is indisposed at the moment because I'm going to be putting the car upside down on here. Now I've sort of tilted the car over because the first thing I'm going to be putting in is this frame that looks just like that. Now this is going to go along this edge just here. It's going to fit alongside the window. And it's held in with one QM screw just into this hole here. Probably best to open all of your doors and stuff to get your screwdrivers in here. But I'll line this up and get this in. Now I've slid the car down just a little bit because I've got the right hand trim to put on the car, which is just going onto this side of the door frame here. You put it at the bottom like this and then slide it up. It's pretty apparent where that's going to go, just like that. It's going to be held in this hole here with a GM screw. So I'm putting my screwdriver through the door here to get that in. But as you can see, that's that trim panel in just there. I could just put the car to one side. And I've got some more trim panels just here to put together. And basically this section here is just going to be going on top of this section here, just like this, to make it one piece. And they're held in with AP screws just into these two holes. Perfect, it's looking just like that. Now we're going to be putting this into the car. And if you remember before, we had already done the one on this side, so now we're going to be doing the one just on this side here. So I'm going to open the door, and it's going to go this way round underneath, like this, and lining up with the holes that we've just got on the edge here. So it looks like that when it's in, and it's going to be held in with QM screws just into these three holes. So get all of these in. That's in. I can close the doors, and that's all there is to do in that stage. That leads us swiftly on to stage 96. So here's the magazine. I've moved the car over again because this time what we're going to be doing is detaching some of the electrics from the back of the car. We're going to be starting to work on the light sections here, as you can see here. So we have got some reflectors and light holders in here, or lamp holders. Putting this together, so by the end of it, it's looking just like that. And there's the last page. So the two cables that we need to detach from the car are the ones that are labelled K, looking like this. And this has got a single light on looking like that. And W, which again has got a single cable looking like that. Now this is green and red, and this one is black and red. So here's stage 96. Let's get all of this out. And the first thing I want is this reflector, which looks just like this here. And I want to be taking the cable that's labelled K, and I'm going to be pushing the LED just through this side here. So it should look like that. I now need to bring over this fascia here, which looks like that. And I do have some lenses to put in, which are all mounted on one piece of acrylic there. They're going to go and match the holes that we got in here. So if I just line that up and put that in and show you there, that's how that looks. all I'm going to do then is take the lens that we just created, and this is going to go over the top of these sections here. Should fit quite flush in there like that, into the recess, and it's held in with a BP screw just through that hole at the top. Now I've got this lens that's going to go into the gap that we've got left here. I don't think it matters what way round it goes, this one. So I'm going to drop it in there. And once again, I've got a reflector to put on top of that, which looks like this. It goes this way round on top, just like that there. Once again, held in with a BP screw. So that's screwed in all the way there. I'm just checking the lens is flat. So that's fitting in like that there. Excellent. Take the W cable, and that's going to go into the hole at the back of this. To push that in, I'm going to use my tweezers so I don't break the wires on the back. That's in all the way. And then the wire tidy of this is going to see the wires coming straight out the top here, like this. And to ensure that stays in, we've got a little bit of adhesive here, which I can never get off. I'm just going to put this in here for now. But obviously, I want to make sure the wires are away from this screw hole just there. So push that into place. Perfect. And that's all there is to do at that stage. So moving swiftly on to stage 97. Here's the magazine. No idea what we're doing. I've got a funny feeling this might be the headliner. Let's have a check. It is the headliner. As you see, we've got the headliner here. Looks like we've got some, are they belts? We've got some seat belts as well. We're going to be putting some lights in here, which means we're going to detach some more lights here, put that in the headliner, and then we are actually going to put the belts onto this and then mount this into the car. So at the end, it's looking just like that. And that's the end of that stage book. And here is everything that we need from this pack. And look at that, it goes to show that I don't know what we're working on. I thought this was the back section of the car, but this is actually the internal of the car. So I learn something new every day. I'm actually going to be putting this into the car here. So first thing to do is get these wires, and I'm going to be putting these through the hole in the centre just here. Like this. Make sure they come all the way out. And I'm going to be mounting this to the roof here. Now we do have a mounting point for this to go on. I'm just lining that up to make sure all the holes here haven't got wires over them. Just like that there. So it does fit down this centre section here, and the wires are coming out the bottom. Now I'm holding this in with 3 BP screws. So I'm going to put one in this centre section just here. One just down the bottom here. Excellent. And then finally, just one into this hole just here. Excellent. And that's that headliner and the lights completed. I do want to keep these wires tidy, and I want them coming out of this side here if it's upside down. So once again, they have provided some stickies to help that happen. Once again, it is easier to get these off with tweezers. Put that in one there, and I'll put one here as well. That will ensure they are coming out of that side just there. Okay. Turn this back over, and now I'm going to be putting the seat belts on, and I'm just going to lie these out where they're going to go. They look kind of like this. What I want to do is thread these through the slots that we've got here. So one's going through this side over here, like that, and do the same on the other side. Going to get these KP screws that I've got here, because these are actually going to be attached in with screws. Now I'm believing the screws are self-tapping, so they're going to cut a hole in this for us. And as you can see, we do have a point under there, which this is going to screw into. Probably best on the top camera there. So make sure that the seatbelt is covering the whole thing. I'll load up one of these screws. And being ever so slow, I'm going to get the first screw in. And remember, its job here is just to hold that seatbelt in place like that. Do the same on the other side. And then I'm just going to clear off my area here because I'm going to mount this into the car. And this is just going to go onto this section just here like that. Best on the top camera there. Now that's held in with GM screws. Make sure you've got the cables coming up this side just here. They want to be into the small channel here. So let me just move these around just a touch. They want to be in there. But I want to make sure I'm not pinning any cables into that point there. I think I'm okay. Yep, I'm okay. Perfect. So, GM screws just in these 4 holes. Again, on the top camera, once that's in, that's all there is to do in that stage. So, the final stage here, stage 98 of this pack. Flick through the magazine, and as you can see, we are going to be doing the rear cluster now. I think I've got it right now. I think we're definitely doing the rear cluster. We're going to be detaching some lights from the car again and starting to put these into this rear cluster and just doing a bit of wire tidy to keep that into place. And that is the last page of that magazine. Now, at the back of the car, you need to detach the cables which are labelled E. You've got a long set of E cables here. And you've got a short set of E cables here. In the pack, this is what the pack's looking like. Let's get this open. All we're going to do is we're going to be taking this reflector, looking like that, turning it over, making sure the notches at the top, I want to take the short set of brake lights first and just plug them into the holes here. So one in here, make sure they go all the way in, and one in here. Then on the other side, we're going to be putting the long ones. One in here. And one in there. Now I am putting them in so that this wires are flat to this. So should I need to fold them down or up, that's easily be able to do that. But as you can see there, they're in place. No problems at all. Now funny I should talk about bending them because that's exactly what we're about to do now. I'm going to be bending these away from this notch here, so they're going to be bent downwards. So we're going to have one there and one there, and then here and here, and then these wires are going to be coming out of the side just like this. So I need to keep these all in place, so I'll put these sticky labels that I've got here into place and show you what that looks like. Just checking that's all in place there. That's how they're coming out. We do have this see-through grille, which eventually is probably going to be going over this section here. I guess like that. But that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. And there you go. That's the Knight Rider build done for another day. But before I go, I just want to let you know about a mod that's come from Mike Lane, which is the tow bar receiver. Now this is the simplest mod I've ever had to install. It looks like this. It's detachable, so I haven't got to do anything to the car at all. It has got magnets on it in this section here and this section here, and to install it you actually turn it upside down and place it on screws. But I have been practicing to actually just put it in from this way, and hopefully if I can get this right, hopefully, let's have a look, I can put this into position. There you go. And it's in like that, and I've just shown you on my phone as well how that looks when it's in place. So if you do want the tow bar receiver, so easy to install, just head over to Mike Lane Mods, and the website for that is in the video description. But that's the Fanhome Knight Rider build for this month. Hopefully we're coming to an end now. It's so quick how this is probably the model that's actually gone the quickest for me. I can't believe we're almost near the end then. But if you do want to get this for yourself, just head over to the Fanhome website and you can get this all the way from pack 1. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.